Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy you're joining me tonight on this Thursday, July 30th, 2026. And I'm here to share another fun fold card and a bunch of other things that are happening with Stampin' Up! Right now. So thank you for joining me. Please comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And let me know if you have a demonstrator that already is sending you a catalog. If not, my catalogs have arrived. I have one that I can show you the front of. I can't show you the inside yet, but it's pretty exciting. So I will show you the front of it and comment on a couple things there. Please keep commenting with each other. Hello, Pam. Hello, Bonnie. Good to see all of you joining me. And I just love the community we have. So I'm going to show you this card. I think it's pretty neat. I've got some samples to show you and a few other new things because there's always something new happening. So I'm going to switch the camera down to my desktop and just read. If there's anything, please let me know. I'll try to monitor comments as we go, but I'm not sure that I'll catch them all, so I will certainly answer you afterwards if I don't. So as usual, chat with each other. I see Bonnie and Pam and Sharon and Kathy. Good to have you all here. So first of all, only one more day left for this, the Begonia Bell. And if you recall, if you watched last week's live, this is the card I made. I did go through all the comments today and did the wheel of winning, or what's it called? Wheel of names, I think. And Marie won this, so it will be in the mail to you before too long, Marie. Thank you so much for commenting. And that's why I keep saying, please comment, because that's where I get the names to draw for that particular card that we make. So again, Begonia Bell, 168592. You do have to add it to your order, but it should come up across the top of the Stampin' Up! Site when you're on there placing an order. And if you spend $100, you can buy that for $7. So a great thing. And we've already learned that for August, there will be some designer paper. And speaking of designer paper, there is going to be a sale. We just heard this. It's going to be from August 4th to 31st. But also today I learned that it's not this paper. So they are redoing these marketing tools for us. Don't know what paper will be on it because it does say select designer paper. So it's not all designer paper. But I did watch a blurb about it today, a short video that Stampin' Up! Has prepared. And it's not only designer paper and cardstock, but it is two-tone cardstock, which most of us who have purchased the hot foil machine are using more two-tone cardstock for that because it seems to work better. So just keep that in mind, and I will certainly be sending out an email early on the 4th to let you know what exactly is happening with that. If you're a demonstrator, please be sure you check the websites because all of that information is on there, and it's great to just get it straight from there, and then I'm not miscommunicating something to all of you. So designer paper sale and cardstock. Great time to stock up. Starting in September 1st, we have new online exclusives. Again, can't show you the inside, but I do have a handout that will be going out to all of you who requested a catalog from me. Yes, this is the catalog. I will send a PDF out to you for that later on this month, or later on in August. Not this month, because this month's just about over. And the catalog, if you're a demonstrator, I really encourage you to go to the demonstrator planning place and watch the video where a couple of the Stampin' Up! Gals have gone through things that are in the catalog. And what I was impressed with is this advent calendar made with these boxes. It's available on page 75, but it includes a template. And the template shows you where to put these boxes for each layer. And each layer is separate. So you can pack it away and keep it for next year kind of thing. So isn't that cool? Just really exciting. And as I said, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, reach out to me for sure. So this is the card I'm going to make. Just checking comments. It's a double Z fold. I got it from Sunny Day Stamping, and I've made this template to keep in my stash of things because I really like it. And I did share the measurements so that you can create along with me. I know Marie had said that she was hopefully going to be here and create with me. Is there anyone else that is, sorry, reading comments. Anyone else that's planning on creating along with me? If so, I will try and keep everything and accordingly and give you time to do that. Pam didn't get a chance to get things ready. Yes, I know you're dealing with a sick puppy, Pam. Sorry to hear that. So hopefully she's feeling better before too long. So I do have the printout here so I can give you the measurements as we go. I'm starting with, because I knew I couldn't remember them all without that, 11 by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 1 3/4, 3, 7, and 8 1/2, which would be the same from either end kind of thing, I do believe. But anyway, I do have it scored. So I am going to start with folding. And as always, when you do these folds, I know a number of you, which way do we fold? Do we fold in? Do we fold out? It doesn't really matter because you can fold the other direction if it's not right. Just remember that. The object is not to be frustrated with doing it right. The object is to have fun with making a card. And I'm not sure if I've got these right. And that's why I have a sample. Looks to me like that is going the right direction. And then we have a layer of cardstock and a layer of DSP. I'm going to start on this side, on the right side, which is what Sunny Day Stamping did. And it doesn't matter which way you do it. I'm going to put the designer paper on before I put the layer on there. And this designer paper is 3 3/4 by 2. All of them are 3 3/4 high, just different widths that fit on there. And if my glue works, I will glue it. Bonnie, thinking of you as I tap my glue. So hopefully, if you're not creating along with me now, you will create along watching the replay or just from memory, and share your cards. There will be a place on Saturday for you to post them on my Facebook page or post them on your own and tag me. I'd love to see what you make. And as always, please share your cards with friends and family. I had a visit tonight with a friend whose husband just went through open heart surgery, and a card is on the way to them already. So it's so nice to be able to have cards and be able to do things like that. The papers I'm using, designer papers, are from the Violet Dream Suite. This one is 3 3/4 high by 1 inch for the DSP, and the cardstock layers are all 4 inches high by 1 1/4. So it's our regular 1/2 inch difference between each layer. I was so excited today, I have to tell you this. When the current catalog came out, I purchased the poinsettia petals, I believe it's called, bundle. And because I had that, when Stampin' Up came out with a class to go with it, I thought, don't know what their classes are like, but I might as well purchase it so that I can get some hints and tips on how to work with this. The class was live, but of course replays are on Facebook in the special group for it. And I finished my cards today, so I have the cards to show you. They did something I thought that was really neat was, I'll go over these sizes after. I just realized I haven't been telling you all the sizes. Their third project, they had 3 projects in this kit class that I purchased, not a kit. And there was a video showing you how to cut everything first of all before the class. And then they have now broken it into each project. There's 3 projects and each one has its own video showing on the Facebook group. But their third project was a scrapbook page. And I thought, oh boy, I do not do scrapbook pages. I did years ago, but I haven't recently. And what am I going to do with this? Well, lo and behold, here in their third project, they have made it so, yes, it's pages a 2-page layout that they were doing. But if you don't do scrapbooking, you can use the pieces of those to make cards. So that's what I did. I was totally impressed. Happy to get it done today, and I will show you those at the end too. So have you ever made a card like this? So now I've got those pieces on. This one, I'm going to have my usual borders here, and it's going to come close to this, and that's where using the same pack of paper, and I know, Pam, you've been doing that with some of our classes, is using the same paper for all the different cards we make, and it really creates a cohesive bunch of cards, I think. So there is our base. Just going to leave that dry, because as you know, with liquid glue, if you move it around too much, it can move. So let me just go over these. The base was 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 1 3/4, 3, 7, and 8 1/2. The fresh freesia layers on mine, they're all 4 inches high. This one was 4 inches wide. This one was 3 3/4. This one was 1 1/4, and this one was 2 1/4. Yes, Catherine, it did come together fairly quickly once you've got everything cut. And then the DSP is, again, a 1/4 inch shorter, so 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This I put on to write on, and I'll show you in a couple of the other cards. I don't have that. I have a full piece of DSP. The white is 3 3/4 high by 2 1/2, and the DSP is 3 3/4 by 1. This is 3 3/4 by 1, and this is 3 3/4 by 2. So you've got lots of chance to show off your papers and to put your greetings. So for my greetings tonight, what I want to do, because I have some ready, I have been playing with the hot foil system. And this particular die, you get all of these words at once, and this cuts them out at once. So I have got gold and silver on black. Actually, I've got pink on black too. And then gold and silver and pink on white for all of these. And what I did with them, because they're pretty tiny, but I saw someone had shown, she took little papers, and I don't know if any of you have the hot foiling, but this is a neat trick when you do get it, is all these little papers, cheers to you. In here, I have all the little hot foiled pieces. So I can pick out whatever colors I want. And there are more colors coming in these, you guys. We've got greens and reds, and so there's happy birthday. Have a lovely day. Here's to a happiness of lifetime of happiness. Lucky to have you. Just a little hello. So I'm thinking I will do happy birthday. And there's another one in here that says, here's to another year. So, open your card so I can see the second fold, please and thank you. Does that help, Marie? Hopefully. I'll stand it like that, maybe. So, because I have a gorgeous grate, and I think I'm going to use, you tell me. Should I use the happy birthday in silver on black or gold on black? Because the white would be too white. I think the black would look good. Yep, I got it done. Oh, good, Marie. Good. So, and then on the inside, I could put the corresponding, here's to another year, either in gold or silver on black. It's just really neat that this die and the foiling does everything at once. And it cuts out perfectly. Kathy says silver on black. Okay. Thank you. Now, to put it on, as usual, adhesive sheets would have worked well, but that's kind of hard when you're putting it through the hot foil machine. So I'm just going to use liquid glue and my, you know how that happens when those get down to the end. It's really frustrating. So now, of course, because this is new, it'll have too much, but the tweezers are great for small pieces like this. And I am just, whoops, I guess right side up would be a good thing. I am going to lay it in the center, like so. And I think I'm going to put that one on the front as well. I had thought that it could go in here, but it's a little bit long for that. So, Catherine, you've got this set as well, right? This die set. The one I'm anxiously waiting for is, of course, not available right now. It's one with larger words that are happy birthday, thinking of you, thank you. I got too much glue. I'm trying to get rid of it like that. But I will get that one eventually when it's back. Okay, lay down here. So just a little bit of silver like that really makes it pop. You could use, not with this set, but you could use heat embossing as well. But this just gives it that little bit of pop. So hopefully you like that. Now I will show you some of the other ones that I made earlier. I have the one with the larger words. That's the one that, of course, I hesitated on buying the whole system. I hesitated on buying too much, but of course, as we said, or as most people have said, you just want more and more and more because it's so much fun to work with. So now the other ones I did, this one, just a little hello. I used the gold and black on that one. This one's for you, Pam. I know you love the bugs. So there's a bugs one. There's my lavender one. There's a couple of masculine ones that I put full DSP, then just attached a tag on top. And this one did have a space to write here. This one does not, but because it's on vanilla, you can write on the back. And another one with that masculine paper, I'm going to call it. This one, I cut out a section that was the right picture I wanted using a window sheet. I think you've seen that, but if you cut a window sheet the size you want, and then you can lay it over the designer paper and know where to cut it. I put the happy birthday on the inside. Again, the paper is all from the same package, so it's easy to get ones that coordinate. And I put a piece on the back to write on that one. So those are the 4 double Z folds. Thank you to Sunny Day Stamping for that. Just kind of out of the camera, weren't they? And now I'd like to show you the poinsettia things that I did from that class, and that class is still available. If you have the set and you were thinking about it, I'd highly recommend it. It was very well put together. This is a box that they showed us how to make that opens like this. Really a different, there's a template for cutting that, but because the video's there, you can stop the video and go back to it and watch it. So that was really neat. And the first card they did was this one where you stamp and die cut. And it does have the that extra plate that gives you more depth in the die cutting. And then they did a separate section, and I just watched it at the end. And I will go back. I'm going to do some, but I don't know if I'm going to use them for my special. I give different people in my life card kits or card packages for Christmas. And I'm thinking maybe for them I would do that, where she showed you how to watercolor and then die cut, and they're just gorgeous, the ones that she did with, this was the card she patterned it after. And then I'm just going to move these out of the way for a minute. The ones I did that were a scrapbook page in there, so if you're scrapbooky, these are the 6 that they did. And I'll make them all the same. So the designer paper piece was what they used on the scrapbook page, and then these pieces behind, which I had cut because I followed the cutting instructions, would be for your photo templates on your scrapbook page. And I thought, I'm not going to waste them. And of course, if I put them away, I won't know where they are when I want to use them, right? So I just laid them, and it was really difficult for me to lay them crooked, you might guess, but I kind of like how they turned out. So let me know what you think. And if you'd like that kit, like I say, it is still available. So anything else you need to know, please subscribe to my channel, because that really helps me with getting things out there and reaching more people so we can have a larger community and share all our cards and ideas with it. So thank you all for joining me. I have lots of plans for the next few weeks for doing Thursday Night Lives, and I hope you'll all be here with me. Take care. Bye now.